Yeah, Alfred Teleferro, Mr. Teleferro TV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank y'all so much for the love and support that y'all been showing my channel. I was watching Game 6, right, in Milwaukee. The Toronto Raptors against the Milwaukee Bucks. I was watching Game 6, and the Toronto Raptors, they blew a huge lead. I think at one point in the game, they were up 25 points. And even though they won the game, I seen something in that matchup. I seen something. And then people are like, well, they still got the win. I was talking to one of my partners, well, they still won the game, right? That's all that matters, right? And I was like, no. You see, here's the thing. In the grand scheme of knowing what you have next, you know LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers were watching that game against the while the Toronto Raptors were playing the Milwaukee Bucks. You know they were watching that game. So for Toronto, when they were up 25, that's a statement win. But when you let a team like Milwaukee, who's young, and shout out to Giannis Antetokounmpo, that boy is going to be special. He going to be special. He going to be special. All right? When you talk about this Milwaukee Bucks team, they're missing Jabari Parker. They're missing the likes of a veteran leader who can still get it done. Shout out to Jason Terry, the Jet. I mean, he knocked down a big three to give the Milwaukee Bucks the lead in that game. But you need a little bit more. Right? You need a little bit more. Absolutely, you're going to need at least another scorer, and you're going to need something different, right? They got a lot of size, but now they might need a smaller guy who can space the court, knock down shots. I don't know. Go after somebody in the offseason. I'll talk about that at a later date. But when you got a team like Milwaukee on the ropes, and they're young, all right, and they're literally hanging on for dear life, as the Toronto Raptors take on the Cleveland Cavaliers, you got to send a message to the Cavs. You got to send a message to King James. You already not going to be the favorite. You already don't have home court. That's your opportunity. Send a message to them. We're coming. We're ready for you. Despite our struggles in this season, we're ready to take on and dethrone the beast of the Eastern Conference. LeBron James has made it to 6 straight NBA Finals. He's literally been the king of the Eastern Conference for pretty much the last decade. You had the opportunity to make a statement, but you didn't do that. You didn't do that, and now you leave yourself wide open. If I'm a Cleveland Cavalier, I'm looking at the situation at hand like, man, y'all barely got past Milwaukee, or you think we not going to give y'all more of a test? You know what I'm saying? I got King James. I got Kyrie Irving. Shout out to Giannis Antetokounmpo again, but I don't think you can compare Giannis Antetokounmpo and where he's at in his game to Kyrie Irving or LeBron James. So I think the Toronto Raptors blew a huge opportunity, and that's why I am not in the position to pick them to pick up anything more than 2 games against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, I do like Demar Derozan. I do like Kyle Lowry. And I do like the heart and everything that they've given the Toronto Raptors. But are you asking me to pick them to win anything more than 2 games against the reigning NBA champions? I'm sorry. I just can't do that. I like Serge Ibaka. I like the pickup. I'm sorry. I think they had a better chance last year than they did this year. Even though they're more equipped to win this year with Ibaka, and that's kind of like their big 3 before Ibaka hits free agencies. I just don't think mentally they're there. Kyle Lowry just ain't been the same player since he came back. I'm sorry. I don't think the Raptors have what it takes to beat the Cavs. You look at the matchups. I mean, Ibaka's going to have to destroy Kevin Love. DeRozan, sheesh, man. When LeBron gets on DeRozan, that brother goes quiet. All right? And Kyle Lowry physically can't just keep up with Kyrie Irving. He's bigger than Kyrie Irving, but Kyrie Irving can just take that boy and just cross him up and do whatever he wants with him. So I think the Toronto Raptors don't even know the mistake that – now, I know it's a 0-0 slate and the series starts tonight, but I think the Toronto Raptors blew a huge opportunity to kind of gain like a mental advantage because they're already playing at a disadvantage, right? Cleveland put them out of the playoffs last year. You know, Drake can't save you. I think they blew that mental – the chance to kind of go even or even gain a little of the mental advantage against Cleveland, who's been off for a while. They're probably going to come out game 1 and be a little bit rusty. I mean, but they had a chance to blow out the Milwaukee Bucks, and they blew that opportunity. And that's why I have this one going 6. I got the Cavs winning the first 2 at home. Actually, we'll split it at home. I have the Cavs winning game 3, Toronto winning game 4, and then I have the Cavs winning the next 2 and closing this thing out in Toronto. All right, tell me your predictions for that series. I go by the name of Alfred Teleferro. You can listen to Mr. Teleferro TV. Again, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Mr. Teleferro. Check out my site, itsmrt.com. Thank y'all for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out. If you're looking to book me for an interview video or by phone, if you're looking to have your music or your skill featured on my daily podcast, if you're looking to book me for a speaking engagement to help motivate some kids, if you're looking to have me rock some of your clothing to help promote your brand, make sure you hit me up at booking@ismrteleferro.com. Again, that's booking@ismrteleferro.com.